Happy February! Today we're gonna talk about heart stuff. Have you ever heard of DCM? I recently got absolutely demolished on TikTok by vet techs and dog parents alike for simply suggesting dog foods. Hi, welcome to judging brands of dog food based only on the first 5 ingredients. Origin original from adult ancient gold. That could be good for a dog who has digestive issues related to grains. 8 out of 10, so much protein, kind of heavy on the meal. Whole Atlantic herring, whole mackerel, whole catfish, herring meal, mackerel meal. 10 out of 10, lots of protein. If you have a pet and you buy them food, you've probably heard of DCM or dilated cardiomyopathy. It's a heated topic because we all just want our pets to be healthy. I get it. Side note, before we begin, I'm not a certified vet, but I do know how to read the information that has been published online. So here we go. So what do we know about DCM? We know that it is a cardiovascular disease that affects the heart muscles. DCM can be genetic, but there's also a non-hereditary form of DCM caused by multiple factors, including genetics, underlying medical conditions, and the hot topic, diet. So the FDA released a study in 2019 talking about DCM and grain-free foods, and people like to reference this article all the time. It was reviewed by outside sources and some of their research was debunked, so the FDA ended up writing a follow-up article. The FDA's follow-up states that aspects of diet that may interact with genetics and underlying medical conditions may include nutritional makeup of the ingredients and how dogs digest them, ingredient sourcing, processing, formulation, and or feeding practices. So lots of different factors in there. DCM is also a really rare disease. Only about 280 dogs have died from it between 2014 and 2020. That's a 6-year time span. The National Animal Interest Alliance reports that 6.2 million dogs die in the United States every year for various reasons. I'm not good at math, but that's less than 1%. Originally, grain-free foods were thought to be linked to DCM, but most recently, the FDA has stated that legumes, the ingredient thought to be connected to DCM, have been used in pet foods for many years with no evidence to indicate that they are inherently dangerous, and that they don't know the specific connection between these diets and cases of non-hereditary DCM. They also say that they've seen connections to DCM from grain-free and grain-inclusive foods. Might I also add that legumes are peanuts, and everyone and their mom still gives their dogs peanut butter? To end the article, they state that they have no definitive information indicating that the diets are inherently unsafe and need to be removed from the market, but that they are continuing their research. Okay, pet food store lady, so should I be feeding grain-free or not? Obviously, you should be feeding whatever you think is best for your own animal. If you think grains are important in your pet's diet and they're thriving on a grain-inclusive food, you should keep feeding it. If you think that your dog has a grain allergy or you just like the ingredients better in a food that happens to be grain-free, you should keep feeding it. When I got my own dog, I was feeding him a Kirkland brand food that just happened to be grain-free, and my vet didn't seem to care about it. And now that I work at a pet food store, I get to experiment with different foods more often, and I recently fed my dog a food that was grain inclusive and he got real itchy, whether it was because of the grains, the processing of the food, some other kind of ingredient, but I took him off and now he's all good. Our number one goal is to just get you the information that you need to make the best decision for your pet. We have no agenda. We carry grain-free and grain-inclusive foods because we know that not one singular food fits every pet best. So what can I actually do to be proactive about my pet's heart health? Weight management. Excess weight can cause stress on the heart and the lungs, and overweight pets tend to have shorter lifespans. So if you're worried about your pet being overweight, consider exercise. We know that exercise is great for your heart just like it is for us humans. Plus, when you play with your pets, you form bonds. And what's better for your heart than friendship? Diet! The ASPCA recommends reducing sodium and adding more omega-3 fatty acids and taurine. You could give your pet a fish oil supplement, but we always opt for adding fresher foods to our pet's diet, like Primal's Omega Muscles Topper or even just fresh fish. Organ meat, like the heart, are also great and contain so many good vitamins and nutrients that our pets need for excellent heart health. Taurine is absolutely crucial to the function and development of heart and muscle cells and supports eye, brain, and immune function. Cats especially need taurine because their bodies are not capable of producing it on their own. Dogs do produce a little taurine, but large breed dogs don't often produce enough. Because dogs typically get the taurine they need from their own bodies, it wasn't always intentionally added in kibble, which is why it was thought to be linked to DCM. And now grain-free diets always include the necessary amount of taurine in their ingredient panels. We hope this video has been informative for you. And again, we don't want to sway you one way or the other. We want your pets to be healthy and happy just like you do. But we do want to bring light to the fact that just because a study comes out on something, it doesn't mean we shouldn't continue to question and research it ourselves. The fact is, there's no definitive answer on DCM or how to prevent it. Just continue to be skeptical of big brands and what they want you to buy for your pets, and always talk to your vet about what's best for your dog or cat. And tell them Happy Valentine's Day for us. Thanks for watching.